Vieira, and all week we are remembering the 90s. That is right, the 90s. Now, it wasn't that long ago, but it's testing our contestants' short-term memory. Cecil Bowman has some pretty wild ones. In fact, his fondest memory involves him in a dress. Yes, Cecil Bowman of Syracuse is better known to some people as Hurricane.
Yep.
Explain. Oh, there you are, Cecil. And you're looking marvelous, darling. Now, why did you do that?
Actually, it was basically just for charity events. Is basically the majority of the reasons why I did it. It started out one night for a charity where all the female impersonators who worked at this club had to bartend for us bartenders. We had a turnabout night for charity, and Hurricane was born. So I enjoyed the persona. Hated putting on the stuff. It's the most uncomfortable thing you could possibly do.
Did you have a voice? Did Hurricane have a particular...
Actually, yeah, Hurricane has a little voice. She talks more like with a southern accent, and if she were here, she would say, "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember, the more money I make, the prettier I look." So,
but we don't see her anymore. Did you finally stop?
I sort of outgrew the dress for a while.
Oh.
I've had some, yeah, so, but if, I mean, the charity approaches me, I usually put something together, and I would probably do it now. But for now, I'm sort of taking a hospis.
And I think you're being very modest because the audience should know you raised up to $80,000 worth of money for charity.
Yeah.
So it's really to be commended, Hurricane.
Yeah, mostly for AIDS charities and also for Toys for Tots in the early 90s at a place in Syracuse. So it was a lot of fun. It was a nice cross-section of charities.
Well, we thank you and we thank Hurricane. And you look very nice in a shirt and a tie as well. And you brought your partner, Andrew, is with you.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Andrew?
Good, Meredith. How are you?
Good. Did you know Hurricane as well, or...?
Yes, I did. She comes out once in a while, but...
Okay. Well, listen, let me remind you, Cecil, of where you are here. You have $8,000. You're going for $16,000. You still have your 50-50 left to help you out. And if you get all the answers correct, I have a Capital One check for you in the amount of $1 million. Isn't that great?
Yes, it looks really nice, Mary.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go
wear a
for
dress
it.
again.
Are you what? I'll hold you to that.
All right.
You ready to play Millionaire?
Yes, I am.
Audience, all set to play? All right, Cecil, this is for $16,000. In 1997, what musical surpassed a chorus line as the longest-running Broadway show in history? Grease, Cats, Les Miserables, Phantom of the Opera.
You know what? I want to use the 50-50.
Okay, computer, please randomly take away 2 of the wrong answers.
Oh, God, okay. Meredith?
Were you leaning towards one of those?
Yes, I definitely was.
Good.
And I was actually, and the one that I thought it was disappeared. So I'm a happy camper right now. Meredith, Midnight, B, Cats, final answer.
Meow, you have it for $16,000. Very nice start. I know. Look how close and yet so far away. Going for $32,000 here, Cecil. Get this right, you can't leave with less than that. In the early 1990s, Keanu Reeves started playing what instrument in the rock band Dog Star? Bass guitar, lead guitar, drums, keyboards.
You know, I mean, Meredith,
Yeah?
Hurricane has had so much fun. I have had an absolute riot, but I mean, I know it's between one of the two, and
Between what two, do you think?
Bass guitar and lead guitar. You know, and it's... You know, and I can kind of see him sit up there. I know what a bass guitar looks like, and but it's Meredith. That's a lot of new earrings. $16,000.
Yeah, $16,000 is a lot. $32,000 is earrings and a ball gown. Now.
I know it's
know?
earrings and a ball gown. You know what, Meredith? I'm gonna stop. I've had a wonderful time. I've got to stop. And you know what? I made a promise to myself too that I wasn't gonna make a guess because if it was right, I couldn't live with it. So, Meredith, I'm gonna walk with the $16,000, and thank you so much for having me here. I've had so much fun.
Final?
That's my final answer.
Well, we've had a great time with you, Cecil. You didn't want to guess, but let's see what it is. It was bass guitar. $16,000.
Thank you so much.
much. Oh, thank you so much.
Congratulations. Thank you. I'm going to miss him and her again. Alex Makarewicz is up next to Remember the 90s. Come on out here, Alex. Hi, Alex. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. You're from Michigan, huh?
Yes, I am.
Came all the way here. Did you, I understand that you, first time you took the test, you did not pass, is that right?
I bombed it. I'd like to
bombed?
say I bombed it miserably. Yeah, I didn't do
For
too well.
Millionaire, but then what happened?
I was getting ready to leave, and I had an 8 o'clock flight to go home, and one of the producers here said that we're doing a special Remember the 90s edition, and I'm like, that's my era, and I'm here, so I rescheduled my flight, got a hotel room, and I stayed, and I passed the test, and
here you are.
I
It's
am.
good to have you, Alex.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So you said this is your era. This is what you know. You know the rules.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that so soon, but we're about to find out.
We'll find
so,
out. You know the rules and you know the lifelines. Are you ready to play?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's play. For $100, Alex. In 1992, Right Said Fred scored its first and only hit with the novelty song, I'm Too What? Sexy, trendy, skinny, lactose intolerant.
The answer is A, Sexy Final.
Yes. Go for 200. After a 9-year absence, Richard Dawson returned to host what game show in 1994? Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, The Price is Right, Jeopardy.
B, Family Feud Final.
That's a lot of F's there.
Yes,
You got it
it
right
is.
for $200. Go for 300. Al Gore is credited with coining the global communications catchphrase, information what? Multipass, hyperspace, megaplex, superhighway.
He said he invented the internet, but whatever. But it's D, Superhighway. Final.
Yeah, he did say that. You got it for $300. Go for 500, Alex. In 1992, what star released a controversial book of photos titled Sex? Grace Jones, Mariah Carey, Madonna, Flea.
C, Madonna. Final.
And now she writes children's books. You got it right for $500. Going for 1,000. X-Files star David Duchovny finally found some answers when he married what actress in 1997? Minnie Driver, Terry Hatcher, Taya Leone, Laura Dern.
Just watched a movie with her in it the other night. She's hot. So the answer is C, Taya Leone. Final.
So see, you got it right for $1,000. Alex has 1,000. He's pretty hot right now too. Going for 2,000. And we are back with Alex Makarewicz from Novi, Michigan, where you are a retail manager.
Yes, I am.
Now, back in the 90s, you really tried to get in with every trend possible, right? You did the grunge look.
I did the grunge look. I had
long
the
hair?
long hair, the kind of greasy kind of thing.
You tried the 90201, the sideburns.
Yeah, but I'm very follically challenged in the facial region, so
that didn't quite...
didn't work out too well.
Okay, and then the goatee, you tried
the goatee, could never get it to connect, could never get it to...
Couldn't make it connect?
Well, I really couldn't even... Well, that's just going on the premise that I could get something here in the first place, which was kind of pushing it to begin with, and there was never any connection
Oh,
here.
geez.
So.
But I know that at one time at Halloween, you dressed up as Vanilla Ice.
Well, it was a cool thing at the time. I mean, let me preface it with that. And I did it to impress a young lady, so also let me throw that out there.
Okay.
But I had the overalls with rhinestones and painted it all up, and Miami Hurricane sweatshirt because that's that was the thing, and had the hair poofed up in the blonde streak, and I got stripes shaved in the side of my head.
You really went all out, okay.
Well, then I said that I can't just stop there. I got stripes put in my eyebrows because I was told that they would grow back in about a week and a half. Well, this was for Halloween, and needless to say, Thanksgiving, Christmas, January, yeah.
You still had the shaved eyebrows.